Hello and welcome back, everybody. Fighting Crypto here to talk about crypto. So, you guys are probably aware if you've been here before. If not, welcome. So, on this channel, typically I like to discuss and explain everything from the basics of cryptocurrency, investing in different types, because we all have our own style based on our own goals. I like dabbling in that conversation with you guys, both verbally here and in the comment section below. I like updating on individual crypto of interest, meaning ones that I'm looking at, ones that I like, or ones that my subscribers ask me about down in the comments below, and really any other questions that gets asked. Previously did a video on how I do research for crypto and how I find ones that I believe in. And that was more of the criteria I use. So if you're curious about that, it will be in one of the series. It should be the only series that's up right now, or you can just go to my page and you can find it there for how I like to research crypto. But a kind of question I was asked or follow up on it was, how do we find crypto to do research on? Right. And there's a couple different things and a couple ways. I've got my favorite method, but it's not like it's the only one I use because sometimes it happens by accident, right? You're eating lunch with someone or you hear someone talk about, hey, so and so crypto. And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. But in reality, if I'm looking to buy crypto, I'm looking for a new position or something specific, which is a big deal to me. These are the methods I do. So again, hopefully by the end of this video, you find it worthwhile to subscribe and to like. If so, I greatly appreciate it. And either way, let's get into it. So we'll get into charts, or at least in the coin market cap and stuff like that in a little bit. But let's get into the ways that you can hear about new crypto. So let's go with the one that you guys might be doing right now to an extent, is searching on YouTube, right? If you type in any, there's so many like keywords, you can even go on Google Trends to see what words you guys are using the most. FYI, pretty easy to find. But anything from like crypto gems or 50x crypto coins or altcoin that will do the best. If you type this into YouTube, for example, you're going to get a lot. You'll get a lot of likely either large names that everyone's already heard of, and maybe you haven't, maybe you're new, or a bunch of low cap shit meme coins are just low cap altcoins under 100 million market cap or anything. This isn't a bad way of finding really just rapid fire names. It's just going on YouTube and seeing what people are talking about in their titles or in their headlines, or you see large bundle videos of like 10 I would look into right now, or 10 micro caps, or blah, blah, blah. And it just gives you ideas. I would not put too much weight into what the YouTuber says. Coming from someone talking to you right now on YouTube, right? If we're talking about it, most of the time it means that we own it. I try to keep transparent about that. I'm sure I miss it all the time. And who knows, maybe you think I'm full of shit anyway. I don't know. But when we're looking for it, realize that they probably own the crypto that they're talking about, which I think is fine. There's no reason not to talk about it. That's why you guys are here anyways, to listen to things and get your own agenda and thoughts about it. Just realize that there's generally going to be a lot of bias on it. So if the person talking about it, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in Reddit, whether it's someone out in the real world, be cautious of jumping directly into their optimism, right? Maybe they just know more about it than you do, and it's really an effing awesome project. Or maybe they're just excited about it and they want you to get excited about it, so it raises their coins. You have no idea. That's certainly one method. Another one, kind of piggyback on that one, again, I don't do this one too much purposely. This one happens by accident for sure, is going through and just reading comment sections in things like Reddit and on X. I've certainly found a few that way. You don't usually find much that's any good. I did find a few early on. Some I jumped into, some I didn't. But if you read the comment sections, because again, see, people are doing the same thing that we do on videos right here, right? So we're talking about crypto. And when people ask, oh, what do you think about this? Comment sections in other videos are also good for it. No, recognize the scammers though. I think they're relatively obvious, but if you're looking into comment sections, one, never click on a link. Just never click on a link. If it's in the description and it's verified by the person who posted it, fine. But otherwise, in comments, don't click links, people. Protect yourself. So many scams out there. But they're saying the names with, like the $ or hashtag and a ticker or the name of a crypto. Cool, go check it out. Don't click links. Go see if it's real. And then you can go through with your research methods to see if this is something worth you paying a damn for. And I want to get into the one that I actually do the most when I'm actively looking for crypto to buy, which this is how I found. I don't own it anymore. I did a nice little trade from it. That's how I found Moonwell. This is how I first found Aerodrome very early on. It's how I found HFT, which I de-risked into render for. That was a good move. And I found a couple others this way, and I want to show you the way I'm doing it. And this is for if you're actively looking for a new position. Not if you already have a name, you want to do research, that's other videos. This is for, hey, I want to find a new coin. So I use CoinMarketCap for this. You don't have to use CoinMarketCap. There's a couple other ones. There's CoinGecko, DeFi Llama works. But this is the one I like. And just quick shilling for ASM Assembly of AI because I am in that crypto and I'm looking at buying more of it. Looks like they're starting to help run CoinMarketCap because CoinMarketCap is ran by Binance or owned by Binance, and they're in a partnership with Assembly AI, ASM, and what they do is it's a AI agent that goes and pulls a bunch of live information, makes news articles, journals, and data entries about crypto. What is CoinMarketCap? Talk more about that on another video, I'm sure. But let's actually get into CoinMarketCap. If you haven't seen it before, this might be inundating. I don't know. If you have used it before, this should be a lot easier, and I think you're going to understand where I'm coming from. Say I want to find a new crypto. One, when I'm actively looking for a new position, let's say my bags are stacked pretty well, nothing's in my dollar cost average DCA range, and I just want to diversify. But I think now is a really good time because a lot of things are down in the red. When they're dipped, I mean, they could go a little further. We don't know. But I'm confident everything's going to mostly come up. So if you're looking, your bags are pretty well, or you want to diversify, maybe you have all large market cap coins, or you have all degenerate low cap coins. Maybe you only have one narrative. Maybe you're only in gaming, or you're only in RWA. Good time to diversify and get out a little bit. Or maybe you're only in Solana tokens, or you're only in Ethereum tokens. Maybe you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. And if that's the case, comment down below, reference this, and I'll do a whole video on what I'm talking about if it doesn't explain it thoroughly throughout this. So here's CoinMarketCap. So things I would do is, let's say I'm looking for, what am I looking for? That's the first question. So let's say in this hypothetical example, I've got my large cap coins I'm happy with, right? Cool. Maybe I'm looking in for a low cap. I'm going to get another little degenerate play, but I'm not looking at super risky because I'm nervous about the market. So maybe I'm going to look in the mid range between 500 million market cap and $1 billion, showing that those are typically going to be your more relatively steady. They're definitely stable. They're more likely to have been around for a little bit. They're far less risky than smaller ones, and they might be able to break into the multi-billion by the end of the bull run. Let's go with that example first. So here on CoinMarketCap, I'm going to come here to all crypto and click it to change this over. Now we're in a place where I like it a little bit better. I can see a little bit more here. Now I can come here to market cap. I'll click it, and we're in the order of them down from highest to lowest. If I already decide I want to get a mid cap, let's change that a little bit. In my definitions here, we're going to call it, I said 500, but let's call it 450 million. To 1 billion. And let's see what comes up. So now we have everything starting at the highest ones under $1 billion. And I can take a look to see my risk and which ones I've heard of, like Pith. I've heard of Pith a lot. I haven't really researched that one too heavily. I get the general idea of it. But okay, that's around 714 million. And you can even see the last 7-day charts. Okay, it's kind of gone down and back up again. Great, I can look at it later if it interests me. Onyx, XCN. I know this one a lot of people have been into and talking about, at least in the last week, it's been on a downward trend. I can look a little further. We might use this one as our example today because I have toyed with the idea of this one, but I have enough mid caps personally. Not in this example, of course. So we're coming down, Telecoin, Multiverse X. That one's a layer one. I've heard pretty good things about that one. I've looked into it before. But let's go for one that I have actually heard of just for this example. Okay, let's go Onyx coin. So this hit the category of, I'm looking for a large or mid market cap coin. Easy. I can now get direct information about Onyx coin, and it's going to double dip a little bit into the how I research method. But I see the market cap, I see the total supply. It looks like everything is mostly out circulating. So you got about 30-ish% that's out, assuming this is correct. Sometimes it takes a little time to update. I can go directly to their website or white paper for further research, 20 cents each. 2 cents each. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm going to look and see how many holders there are. So there's 39,000 holders. That's not on the high end by any means, but that's not too bad. And if this passed my sniff test of what I'm looking for, you got 1 day, 7 day, 1 month. On the month, it looks amazing and it's on a downward trend. This would be a coin in this example I'd look at a little bit further. Just from this little bit, right? We're not looking for a lot of information, just how to find a coin worth researching. And for the goal in this example of I'll call it a mid cap, it's already done pretty well, had a good burst, and it looks like it's still kind of doing a cool off. So that might not be an awful time to come back and look in. It might also be worthwhile for more of a realistic example for me. I'm not jumping to look for another coin, but we had a nice little resistance area here around 12 cents. Maybe I'll just wait to see if it retraces further because I don't need a new coin, but this is one I've been playing with a little bit and getting more into. So that's based off of me. So we can go by market cap, right? It depends on what you're looking for in your portfolio, right? And again, I'm pushing diversification because I do believe that you should be diverse. I'm not at all a believer that being a maxi in anything other than maybe Bitcoin is a smart idea. I don't think you should really be a maxi because when you're mostly invested only in that coin, if it goes down, which they all go down at times for good reasons, sometimes for BS reasons, we get more panicky because it's where all of our money is. So at the very least, I like scattering it across a little bit. So another way we can diversify is looking by, I guess in this case, we already did market cap. But we can diversify is going by which ecosystem it is. It's a good way of kind of finding a narrative. So instead of focusing on RWA, DPIN, DeFi, AI, we can look by what ecosystem they're on. Like, are they Ethereum tokens? Are they Solana tokens? How about Base? If you're not sure what yours are, probably should research a little bit more because it does directly make an impact on the price action, or at least the timing of the price action. Where we might have a lot of coins on Solana go up all together. We might have Base, might all go up together because it's when people are using those coins, buying them, etc. It's a very common pattern. So I do like diversifying throughout ecosystems. If we're coming back to this, let's go back a little bit. Get to our main page here of just the general cryptocurrencies. And let's say we're going to do ecosystems. And I'm going to go categories. All right, I want to look at an Avalanche ecosystem because I'm not an Avalanche, and this is how I found. This is how I found Moonwell on Base. Was I wanted to find a low market cap coin on Base because I didn't want to get back in Aerodrome at that point. This was a little while ago. I think it was back in. I think it was early summer. So, all right. Yep, I cheated. So here we have Avalanche. So I can find the Avalanche ecosystem. So let's say I want to find a small market cap coin. Let's call it under 250 million market cap. That's on Avalanche. The reason why you want to do this again is to diversify. So here again, these are all the coins that CoinMarketCap shows that is on here. And again, let's look by market cap. Right? Let's get the small ones up top. Dear God, I would not touch something that has a $3,300 market cap. To put $100 in that one, and if it goes anywhere, you're made for life. But that's the way people in crypto think, right? Lottery money at its finest. I have no idea what Platypus Finance is, and maybe in a year from now, I'll be talking about how wonderful Platypus Finance is. But that's a little smaller than what I'm looking for at this moment, to be completely honest. Okay, now we're releasing the 10 million. So I guess I could have done a search for that by 10 million to 250. But let's take a look at some of these. So these are going to be ones I have not heard of. Beefy. God, some of these are a little dumb. That's got to be a meme. We got a little cow symbol on that one. All right. Here's a few. That's real Pangolan. That's a good DEX. COQ, INU. Yeah. Have you guys bought Cockinu? If so, put in the comments below how much you spent for Cockinu. I'm very curious. Now let's go at Ren. I have no idea what Ren is other than it's on the Avalanche ecosystem and it looks to be a $21.5 million market cap. So let's see if this is something I would want to research further into based off of what I find right now. Total supply, essentially a billion, and it's all out supposedly. Okay, no dilution. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the month out chart. It's going a nice little down. Some whale or Discord jumped in, skyrocketed, and immediately went back down. Okay. That would make me curious. So when I see something like this, I just want to know the why, because I don't know if that's good, bad, or not at all until I know why did it do that. And then someone really bought really high, and a lot of people either immediately saw it off, or they had maybe it was a leverage gone bad, or maybe just hit a lot of sell limits on early investors. Again, I know nothing about this one. I'm speculating. It's a thought process I would do. So, all right, this has not done well at all. Looking at the last year, this chart doesn't look great. Again, if you're in whatever Ren is, sorry, I'm just giving my thoughts real time on this one. It did survive a bull run, which that's something also I like to look for when I'm researching crypto. That's in my full crypto video, but this is a good sign. Let me know it survived the bull run. It barely survived the bear market, but it did do it. I'll say it came back down to close to where it was initially. Okay. And it hasn't really moved. So this was the double top in 21. Okay, interesting. All right, it has me curious. Let's look at a couple things. Let's look at the holders and let's take a quick look at their website because now I'm curious. So I jumped in to look at the holders of this Ren coin. Oh, Token Republic. Okay, now we got a full name with it. So there is 66, almost 67,000 holders. Okay, if we look transfers, you can see what people have been doing with it. Don't overly care at this moment on that. Might someday. Let's see what the actual holders look like. So we're looking now at the top holders. Top holder only has 8%. And so this is for staking. So this is a staking token. Okay, through nodes. Good to know. Binance. I'm assuming this one is going to be either another exchange or maybe the owners because it's got one of the higher percentages. But it looks like staking, and at least 3 of the other top 5 is exchanges. Qcoin, another exchange. So the holder distribution I actually kind of like. You realize that there's no one that has like 10%, 30%. Even the exchanges are scattered pretty far out. And so the top 10, excluding staking, and what I know here are exchanges. Top 10 is less than 10%, which is good. And we look further, top 50. Okay. So I like seeing this because this way means there's less chance of a rug pull, right? So, okay, I'm getting a little bit more interested. But now I still have no idea what it does. But so far, if I'm looking for a small market cap on the Avalanche ecosystem, this one's got some hope. Not just for fun, because I'm into researching this. I came to their website just to see what's going on, and it's very bland. Right, it's a distributed network that enables the movement of value between blockchains. That sounds like it has interoperability to me, like Chainlink or Quant for Bitcoin. Okay, so this actually didn't tell me much at all. When I come back here, sometimes they have the white paper here, if you think of it as their business plan. So I didn't see it real quickly on their website, though I might take a look a little further then. But it lets me know, okay, this fits the bill for a token that I might look for in that example. So this is the way I kind of do it, is one, I like having an idea of what I'm looking for without knowing what I'm looking for. Right? Am I looking for a high market cap, a low market cap? Is it on a certain ecosystem? Am I looking at it? That's another one, can hit really quick. is making sure you can buy it, right? Because in certain areas, it's easier or harder to buy crypto, or maybe you can only get a few exchanges. Here in the US, we don't have a lot of options without using a VPN. In all reality, I like sticking to Coinbase, Binance, simply because that has most of the large cryptos. And for price action to happen, people have to buy, and for people to buy, they have to be able to easily get to it. So here I came up to the top where it says exchanges and simply click that one. Now let's say I want to go look at coins on Coinbase because it's easy. So same concept as the Avalanche ecosystem. Now it's just on Coinbase. And how do I want to go from here? So things that are spot, things that are on futures. Okay, there's nothing on futures, doesn't exist. And we can do the same thing here. We can look by what it pairs. We can go to the price. Ooh, we're going to be able to go by market cap on this one. Well, I guess it's set by the order coming down. So this gives us another idea again of what we want to find on Coinbase. And I can do this for any given major exchange. So there you guys go. Hopefully give you an idea, because I do think right now is a good time to go looking for crypto, assuming you want to add more to it. I'm at the point I'm mostly just DCAing into my old bags. I'm getting close to it, but specifically for if I'm wrong with thinking July is going to be the top, because now it's getting a little bit more, it might be Q4. I'll get a couple extra funds just for having it there, and then wait to see and maybe move back into it with lower expectations, so multiples for the next quarter, because summers are almost always red. And if I'm wrong, at least, and I still made some profit, I'd rather sit back and be like, damn, I could have made more money versus shit, I didn't make any money. And I'd rather be on the one side. It's a safer bet for me. It's what I like to do. But if you've been here for so long, thank you guys. Please comment with anything you have below. Have you used CoinMarketCap to look for coins before? How do you guys search for coins? Do you just listen to people on YouTube and like, oh, that sounds good, let me look it up, or that sounds good, let me dump my whole life savings into it? What do you guys do? What's your system? What's your method? Because I'm here to learn too. I've already picked up a little bit from a few of you guys. I appreciate it. Let's keep building this community and see how much of us can make money. It can't be all of us, but I want the majority of us on this channel to do it. So let's do it together. Peace.